So now my daily regimen is like, I'm on YouTube all the time, like Wayne Dyer, John Robbins. John Robbins is awesome. I mean, there's a million, Les Brown, there's a million things in my head right now. David Wolf is one of the most inspirational people on the planet walking right now, in my opinion. And just being inspired, you know, because life's hard, life's difficult. You know, we're met with so many challenges, especially in our world. Like we could be eating hot dogs and pizza and drinking beer, and life would be a lot easier, right? A lot more people would accept us, and you know, it wouldn't be easier, but not knowing what we know now, right? We could just like be a lot more, you know, in whatever with everyone. But you know, but walking this path requires, once you wake up, you can't go back, right? I got this tattoo. You're probably wondering all these tattoos. This is no turning back, and I got this a long time ago, and that was the deal. It's like once you wake up, there is no turning back, you know. So that is the three treasures of the Chinese philosophy on life: the Jing, the Shen, or the Qi, and the Shen, right? And then you guys can explore this a little more for yourself. So now, how I'm gonna move into it. Darcy really wanted me to talk a lot about this Jing City tea that she's been playing with, and she's been getting great results from. And she mentioned this guy Truth Calkins, who's a pioneer in LA and kind of like the modern day herbalism. And now like LA is wild. Like I go to LA and it's like synchronicity afoot every single day. Like what they're doing out there with everything that I'm talking about is just like next level. You know, LA, they're just like push it. But the information's getting out there, and there's so many interesting characters just like doing amazing things. So we're trying to like charge the Bay Area and bring some of those people out here so we can create the mutual culture. Anyway, so the Jing City tea is really interesting, and I'm going to talk about the ingredients. We're going to get into, we've talked about the philosophy and the three treasures. Now let's talk about how we can actually create that in our life through a lot of these herbal components. The first thing here is the base of it that she's using is the gynostemma, and I talked about that. Gynostemma, just as a tea. If you, like, who here's on the tea idea? Okay, cool. Tea. You drink tea?
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. So I would say, this is my personal opinion. If you're drinking any tea, like any packaged tea, first of all, those little packages that you get at a Whole Foods or something, that's not doing nothing. It's nice, it's calming, but that stuff, you don't get barely enough to do anything out of those little packs. Really, what the herbalism idea is really throwing the herbs in and really creating a surplus. And when like what she's doing, when she put the herbs into the hot water, the water, because the heat actually helps break down some of the fibers in the plant and helps disperse those nutrients and a lot of those properties, right? And the gynostemma is, in my opinion, if you're on any one tea, get on the gynostemma and don't, I could be talking with until my face is blue, but just get on it, try it for yourself, right? Yes?
Well, I've been just picking mint in my yard and throwing it.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful.
And I agree with you 100% about 101% about the heaven and hell.
Oh, right on. Yeah, now that she brought that up too, if you guys have like weeds in your garden and stuff, and you have like plants coming out, start like actually paying attention to some of those plants, like dandelions growing in my yard. I'm like, whoa, dandelions, one of the most powerful detoxification, blood cleansing herbs. We thought it was a weed. It's an herb that, is everywhere. Right? So that's something just to pay attention to what nature's doing all around. Nature's doing funny things all around us. We're just like, oh no, I just get home, I gotta take the kids, I gotta do all this. But nature's like, look, I'm over here. And I got all these problems. Nature's like, look. We mowed the lawn and it keeps coming back, right? Now I'm back, growing on the windowsill, trying to knock on the window. Hey! So it's really good to pay attention to what nature is doing.
I got all this gorgeous plantain growing in my flower bed out front.
Yeah.
Where did it all come from?
Yeah, and that's the funny thing about raw foods is like once you clear out a lot of the corrosion and all that stuff that we all grew up with, and you start tuning into the magic of live foods, it's like your thoughts change. You know, you are what you think about, right? That's like the number one law in the universe. Well, I got one for you. You are what you eat. And then here's what we do with it. You are what you eat plus you are what you think about. Right? And you bring them together and now you got something. Yeah.
Well, what you think you manifest.
Right. And what about this?
But the universe doesn't know the difference between a negative and a positive. So it's your job to
Absolutely.
only think of what you want, not what you don't want.
Right.
Because what you don't want will draw it to you like a magnet.
Right. And we could go down that rabbit hole, and I totally agree with you. And in response to that, I will say, what if you are what you eat was actually true and our thought patterns were being influenced by you are what you
Eight.
Right. I don't know. Okay, anyways, back to the scheduled program.